Hi, this is Jeff Glade, Digital Learning Consultant with Heartland AEA, and I am excited to show you one of my favorite tools to keep a classroom running smoothly, and that is classroomscreen.com. Here we are at the home page, and we can launch it right away. So by clicking up here or down here, we can use this website without signing up. We can also sign up and get a couple bonus features from there, and then there's also a priced plan as well. So if we click Launch Now, it will probably bring me into my account, which I have used many times. And Classroom Screen is something that we can project at the front of the classroom and have different widgets on the screen to help our classroom running smoothly. So the first thing you see here is this background of the Coliseum. That can change. We can click on the settings cog and use a different background. There are picture options. You can upload your own background or just have a solid color if you would like something that's maybe a little bit less distracting. Across the bottom, there is the toolbar of widgets. We could have also changed background from here. One of my favorite uses for a classroom screen is this random name widget. So I've already uploaded some class lists. You can see here first period. And in my classroom, I would always draw sticks to determine who was maybe going to answer a question or do a job. This way we can do it digitally. And so I have a list here. And if I click choose, it will just cycle through that list. And here in a minute, it will choose Lisa, and she's going to do that job for me. If I click on the settings cog for that, I can also remember chosen students. So if I do that, it's not going to pick Lisa again until I reset it. So that way we can, ensure that we're getting a good representation of different students. So that's a widget, and we can drag it around here, and I could move it up here, and that will just be its home, and that's where it will stay for now. I can also, what I most commonly used this for when I was in the classroom was this text box right here. And this is where I would put directions. So we talked about what our tasks were going to be for the next length of time. And so I will say task list, and I can do 1, 2, 3. And I could put, the jobs that the students need to do over the next stretch of time, make it bigger. And I can also do that. I can, incorporate, you saw it automatically did the numbers there. I can do bullets. I can do a few different formatting things there. I can also make that bigger. I can change the size of it a little bit. And then if I click outside of it, I can then drag it over here. So for the next length of time, that is what our task list is going to be. That widget stays up there while we're working. I can click on the sound level. You can see here, this is a sound meter. You've probably seen something similar. I can change the sensitivity, and I can say that I don't want it to be too sensitive right now. And I want the maximum noise to be 4. So I'm allowing our students to work, but we just can't be too loud. If that goes off, I can set a little sort of alarm so that it'll make a sound when our class gets too loud. We can keep an eye on that. And then another thing that I really like about this is the timer. So if I click on timer here, we have a timer here. But one of the reasons I really love this is so I can change the timer, and it's set automatically. Sorry about that. So if I do, let's say 5 minutes, so we're doing station rotations. And if you were anything like me in your stations, I would always forget to reset the timer. So maybe I'd remember for the first couple of stations, and then the next group comes to me for small group, and I forget to reset the timer, and then we're all just guessing at how long we've been somewhere. If I click this little loop here, to 5. So now I have 5-minute stations, and we'll do it 5 rotations, and it will happen automatically. There will be that timer that you just heard. If I click play, it will start counting down, and it's going. And so now my classroom is just running that much more smoothly, and it's also projected for the kids to look at. With almost all of these widgets, if I click on that settings cog, there are some options to adjust some things. And possibly, depending on the widget, there are different settings that we could utilize as well. So there's some other widgets down here. I'm not going to go through all of them right now, but we can have a clock up there. That's maybe the last thing I'll show today. My classroom, often the clock was in the back of the room. It was never easy to see. If we're truly utilizing classroom screen and having it projected, this is where kids are used to looking to get the information they need. The clock is there as well. As you can see, there are several other widgets along the bottom that you could utilize. I did not go through all of them. That's something you could explore on your own time if this seems interesting to you. And the last thing I would say is there is a paid plan. If you click on the to sign up, you can, I think it's $30 a year, and that allows you to have, so my class list here, you can have a few more lists saved. And then you can save a few more boards. I will say though, I have traditionally found everything I would need with the free plan. That's classroomscreen.com. I think it's a really slick way to help keep a classroom running smoothly. The more you use it, the more structure your classroom may have, and the kids will get used to referencing that. You'll get used to utilizing it as you are running your classroom.